But he informs the small countess that Lord Renly will not be joining them because he has run the fuck away.
Yep. And Ned's like, wait a second.
Away.
Wait,
he ran away.
What the fuck happened? Brave Sir Renly.
Brave Sir Renly.
Who bravely ran away.
brave Sir Renly.
Warning, the following show will spoil the hell out of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire books and the TV show A Game of Thrones. Also, you're probably going to find a fuck ton of bad language. The explicit tag is there for a reason.
Death and boobies, 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 death and boobies.
Welcome back to the Ironwood Network Book Club. I am your host, Maester.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking A.
Nope, we're going with it. I am your host, Widow Wolfsbane, and Lady Wyvern can't stop fucking laughing over there.
And no, this time it's not the long bottom leaf.
It's not. It's not. It's been way too long since.
By the way, we were chastised on YouTube because it's not really long bottom leaf in the books. It's not really weed.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it's just tobacco. But
It's sour leaf.
Isn't?
And the Game of Thrones.
Yes, isn't that the one that turns that lady's teeth red?
Yes.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, so, this is the Ironwood Network Book Club. We'll try this again. I am here with Widow Wolfsbane and Lady Wyvern.
Well, Lady Wyvern's half here.
Maester Ironwood.
I'm here. I'm completely here. I'm just
We are here to discuss Eddard 14 tonight.
Yeah, Eddard.
Yep, the penultimate Eddard chapter.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. The penultimate
don't talk. Oh,
no, that's...
Eddard chapter.
No, it's because we keep saying Eddard.
I know.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Listen, after 2 more episodes of him, you don't have to hear us say it anymore, really.
Well, we're going to bring up Eddard a lot.
I mean, we will, but it's not going to be like a chapter about him.
This is what I hear when you guys do it.
Alrighty then.
Don't look at me like that.
Exciting news before we get started. We've got a new patron.
New patron.
He's funny as fuck, too.
New patron, who is one half of the host of their own podcast.
Yeah.
So we'll give him a shout out, the Glass Candle Podcast.
I haven't listened to it yet.
They haven't listened to it yet, but whatever.
I just found out about it 2 minutes before recording, so...
So, sounds interesting, so we're going to have to definitely give that a listen. You guys should give it a listen, too.
I will.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
No, I meant the people in...
in
listening
cyberspace?
To us land.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you guys listen to it, too.
The people in listening to us land. That's awesome. If you want to be awesome like our patrons, like our new patron Eric and Ben and Katerina and Lauren and David, then you can head on over to patreon.com/Ironwood.
I'm just waiting for us to get to the point where the name, you're just gonna list off everyone's name, or are you just gonna do the new people at some point?
I'm gonna go no illusions, and I'm gonna fucking take like 2.5 minutes every episode and super fast list off every fucking name.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Like when Wacko from the Animaniacs did the History of the World songs?
No, like no illusions on the Scathing Atheist podcast.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah,
It's a
so
funny
that's what I'm gonna
podcast.
do. So.
Okay.
Head on over to patreon.com/Ironwood, where for as little as $1 a month, you can become a patron and get cool exclusive shit like early access to the shows, the unlistenable, raw, uncut version of the episodes.
Yeah, don't hit it raw, dog, guys.
Ooh, yeah, protection, people. Protection. Maester's editing is your protection.
Yeah.
Always use protection.
The worse you guys talk shit about it, I wonder how many more people actually listen to it.
It's reverse psychology.
Yeah, so stop it. That's our reverse psychology.
Well, no, because sometimes there are days where I'm like, please, gods, do not let them listen to this.
And then other days we're like, that was a fucking good one. They should listen to that one.
Oh, boy. Or for $5 a month, you can join us on the show to talk about an episode you like, or you hate, or come on just to argue with us about something.
It's true.
Because Ben likes to do
like,
that.
If you're a fan of Catelyn or Sansa, come on and tell us why we should be too. We're going to tell you you're wrong, but
is that a hint?
You can try.
Wink, wink.
I'm not going to hold it against our new patron Eric that he is a fan of both Sansa and Catelyn.
Oh.
I mean,
and then the other shoe falls.
We're not going to hold it against him.
Well, no, because we like a good argument.
Listen, if he's got good points, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, is there really any points that can make that a legitimate stance, though? That's what I thought.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Just women being women, I guess.
Thankfully, though, I did listen
I feel like the feminist in you just died.
I did get to listen to like 5 minutes of an episode before we started recording, and his co-host, she does not like Sansa, so
good.
So
she knows what's going on.
At least there's a voice of sanity on that show.
Maybe it's just a girl thing, then.
No, because I hate her too.
Well, you don't count.
Well, thank you very much.
I know a lot of girls that like both of them.
Fances.
Fances? Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fances.
You just say Fanta. Fanta.
Do you want a Fansa?
Do you want
a Fansa?
Good God.
No, I don't want a Fansa.
I don't.
You should take that and cut it into a song.
I will say I'm a fan of Sophie Turner, though.
Yes.
So
who's not? If you're not, you're wrong.
Oh, boy.
Alrighty then. So, like I said before, we are talking about Eddard 14.
Yes. What is the big fancy word?
The penultimate Eddard chapter.
Penultimate or penultimate?
Like pedantic?
No, like pen is a certain written pen.
That's pedantic.
Pedantic. Okay. That's why I asked.
So you had to explain that to her last time.
Ultimate.
I didn't bring that up last time.
Yes, the penultimate Eddard chapter.
Which I know means the next to last.
Right.
No, I was talking about the last time you said pedantic.
Lady Wyvern has graciously volunteered to give us a synopsis.
I'm going to regret this.
Of Eddard 14.
Listen, I have all faith that you can synopsize this bitch better than me.
Widow does
Reiki. So do I, but
Well, what?
Does Reiki on
That's
herself.
reflexology.
No, it's I'm trying to get rid of this migraine.
Oh, no.
So much here.
Okay, so the chapter opens up with Ned being in his room in the tower. He's looking out the window and he sees Cersei's men practicing in the yard and wondering if it's some kind of show. And him thinking that she's an idiot for not having fled with her children yet. And then it goes to breakfast. Him and his daughters and Septa Mordain. Sansa's being a brooding bitch. And Arya's just acting like a normal child, eating everything in sight. Arya's excited that she gets to bring her dance master back with her.
Well, does she? We don't learn whether or not he's coming.
Until next chapter.
All we learn is that he had told her that they had time for one more lesson before they got on the boat. So does that they include Syrio or not?
I think at this point.
Do you guys want to have this argument now during the synopsis or have it later?
I was just asking.
Well, that was my interpretation.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Please continue.
He's sorry.
Not in so many words.
Please clap.
Okay, so Arya's talking about how she wants to have one more dance lesson before she leaves on the ship for the night. And Sansa perks up and says, well, if she gets to have a dancing lesson, then I want to go see Prince Joffrey before I leave to say my goodbyes, or whatever. And Ned says no, and she goes crying from the room like a little girl. This time she actually does go crying, running out of the room.
Yeah, she's
not pretending to act like a queen and not cry till she gets to her room. She actually runs out of the room crying.
Yeah, not a big queen in this episode.
Drama queen, maybe.
You remember big queens don't cry.
Yeah, it's true. She's a drama queen in this chapter. Alright, so she's gonna run into her room. And then after breakfast, Ned gets a visitor. Grand Maester Pycelle comes knocking on his door to inform him that the king has passed.
Oh, poor Robert.
Well, it was a pretty brutal injury.
Robert.
There was no recovery. And Maester Pycelle says, may finally rest, and Ned's like, fuck that. He doesn't want to rest. He wants to go be fighting, so I hope he's fighting.
He wants to be fucking and drinking
in the
and
heavens.
fighting.
Yep. So, and then he tells Maester Pycelle to get the rest of the small council together. We must meet at once. There is no waiting. So,
They all have to come here, too, by the way.
Well,
they all
yeah.
have to come to his house.
Because it's more secure for him than the council chambers that are in the throne room.
Yep.
Okay. Can I continue?
Please.
All right. So they're having the meeting in the tower.
Yes, in the Tower of the Hand.
All right. And everyone shows up. Sir Barristan Selmy is in his... Well, not everyone shows up. Sir Barristan Selmy is in his white armor. He says he should be down protecting the new king. And Ned says, no, I need you here.
Yep.
Littlefinger shows up wearing last night's bedclothes.
Yep.
Or party clothes, whatever. He's been up all night. His boots are a little dusty, though.
From riding his horse.
Yeah, that's it. And then Varys shows up wearing lavender silks, fresh from his bath.
Freshly powdered.
Yep. And Ned says...
Weirdo.
He's always freshly powdered.
And Ned says they're just waiting on Lord Renly, and Varys breaks the news that Lord Renly and Sir Loras Tyrell left before sunrise with 50 sword hands.
50 retainers. So
Okay.
that's like minor lords and other noblemen.
Okay.
And
their
knights.
guards, and they took off south.
Yep.
As fast as the hooves could carry them.
Yes.
And
Smart move.
Very smart move. Ned does not like that one bit.
No, yeah, Ned seems to think that Renly was going to stick around and help him, even after he shit all over Renly's plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
So,
Dumb Ned.
So he gets...
Sorry, that's redundant.
So they start the meeting, and Ned whips out a piece of roll of parchment and says...
Not a dick pic.
Not a dick pic.
It will not for Maester Lewin.
Well, there is a Maester here in the room, but I don't think... No.
Maybe all the Maesters draw dick pics. Maybe that's like a...
Maester, tell me, do you draw dick pics?
Absolutely. Yes. That's the flesh-colored link in your chain.
Oh! Best dick pic award?
No, just when you draw dick pics well enough, they give you the link for your chain.
Oh.
I don't think there's a medal for that.
I was going to say rose gold.
Anyways. Can I continue?
Please, continue.
Okay. So he takes out the scroll and says, these are the king's last words. They've been witnessed by Renly and Grand Maester Pycelle when he sealed it. He makes Sir Barristan look at it, confirm it's still sealed, and then Sir Barristan reads it. And he reads it, and before anything can really happen... Well, Ned asks the council to confirm he's the Lord Protector of the realm, and before anything can really happen, comes a knock at the door. Fat Thom has the King's Steward with him.
We don't have a king.
Well, apparently someone thinks we do.
Well, he was the late King's Steward, too.
Well, apparently, he's the Royal Steward, so he's probably Joffrey's steward right now. And he says, the king requires your presence in the throne room.
Indeed.
And you really don't have much of a choice. So,
yeah. Not optional.
Littlefinger helps Ned down the stairs across.
Because they're buddy.
Yep. Yeah, I really think Ned's giving him, or Littlefinger's giving him a false sense of encouragement here.
Oh,
false
yeah.
sense of security, too.
Littlefinger's playing up the BFF thing.
Yeah.
Being that he's about to get
Here, let me help you, and then I'll stab you in the back. Yeah. So, they go down to the throne room, and Joffrey's sitting on the throne, and Cersei's all decked in pretty green robes. Doesn't appear that she's mourning.
Husband's been dead about an hour.
Yep. So
she's broken up about it, you can tell.
Yeah. Green and white robes.
Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah. There's no black.
Yeah.
So King Joffrey is sitting on the throne. His clothes are half Baratheon, half Lannister.
Also not black.
Yeah, also not black.
And they introduce him as Joffrey of the houses Baratheon and Lannister.
Yeah. Which, I think in the history of Westeros, they've never done that.
Well, I mean, we don't know, but...
I said I think.
Yeah, I mean...
Alright, so...
I feel like the way that they mention it like that, too, it's supposed to make us think that it's not common.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Ned feels secure in knowing there's all these gold cloaks around.
Yeah, because they outnumber the Lannister people
5 to 1. Yep. And Joffrey stands up and says, make arrangements for my coronation party. I want it done in a fortnight. And I demand your
loyalty. Because remember, he's like 12 years old. I demand your loyalty.
Wait, you did it wrong. I demand your loyalty! His voice is breaking. He's 12.
Your oaths of fealty is actually what the words...
of fealty!
That hurts. Please don't do it again.
It's going to hurt everyone's ears who listen to it, too.
And Ned produces the scroll and says, I'm sorry, Joffrey, I can't do this. I can't do what you ask, and asks Varys to deliver the scroll to Cersei. And Cersei reads the paper, doesn't like it, rips it up.
Yeah.
Basically says, fuck you. If this is how you want to play, let's play.
Is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark?
Yeah. So, Ned commits treason, says this Joffrey is not the rightful heir. It belongs to Stannis.
Now, to be fair, Cersei offered him an out right here in front of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, said go take the black.
No, she offered to allow him to bend the knee, swear fealty, he could retire as the Hand, and go back to Winterfell.
He absolutely could have, and he should have taken it, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. But just
you were just as bad as her sometimes.
Just for Cersei haters, she offers Ned an out.
Still hate her.
That's fair, but...
Would you like me to finish?
Yes, please continue.
Okay. Says, Joffrey's king. These words don't matter. And Ned says, well, he's not the king, because he's not the true heir. It belongs to Stannis. And Joffrey throws a fit.
Because he's a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah. Yep. Screaming, getting a red in the face. Life ain't fair, poor little boy.
Voice is cracking.
Yep. So everybody's up in arms now. Everyone who's got a shield and a sword is using it. Don't say anything. You can wait.
I'll wait.
They come and Sir Barristan to grab Ned. And Sir Barristan hesitates, which I think is hilarious.
Foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Joffrey calls for everyone's heads. He doesn't get it. But Ned thinks he's still safe. He commands the gold cloaks to
Jennislint.
Yep, to grab Cersei and the children and put them in their rooms and lock them there and keep them there till he says otherwise.
In custody.
Yep, and then all hell breaks loose. The gold cloaks are on Ned's side.
No.
The first thing that poor Ned notices is a spear through poor Tommer.
Yeah. The gold cloak's apparently not a fan of Fat Thom.
No, stabbed him right through the chest. He was dead before he hit the ground. And then Ned watches all his men die.
Again.
Again.
For the third time.
And the chapter ends with Littlefinger grabbing his dagger out of Ned's sheath and bringing it up to his neck and saying, you really shouldn't have been trusting me.
I told you not to trust me, Lord Stark.
Yep. And cut.
So I really think that the reason why Joffrey has such a problem is that maybe he's Cryptorchid. You just don't know what Cryptorchid is. Okay.
No, I saw his eyes go down the same time mine did.
No, we don't need to know.
It means his testicles haven't descended.
Well, he's 12!
Boy, of course they haven't.
I thought they descended by that age.
They descend up until the 20s.
Slang. His balls haven't dropped yet.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm saying, like, maybe they're
He
not
just
talking.
hasn't matured yet. So his voice isn't gonna...
His voice isn't gonna be cracking. His voice isn't ready to change. He's only 12.
Oh.
We've got a few years to go for that.
Well, fuck. That's my fun.
But no, Joffrey's balls have not dropped yet because he's not a real man.
And never will be.
Oh.
He's not the big dog.
Oh.
He's not gonna live that long.
Yeah, she got that.
I legit thought they were supposed to drop by that time. For humans.
She understands horses and cats and dogs. She doesn't understand human
anatomy.
We really need to watch shows that like involve like gangs and shit like that, because what I'm saying is it's like a slang term for somebody who's like,
I know what it is.
Become like an adult.
I know.
Balls drop. I'm not talking scientifically.
I know. I understand. I get it. I'm just saying, like, I just don't physically know what the appropriate human age is for that, regardless.
It depends on the human.
Oh.
Everybody's different.
And I'm not getting into that
Lame.
right now.
Lame. Okay.
Anyway.
Was that good or bad?
It was good. I like it.
Okay.
A great synopsis
Wasn't
by
as
Lady
vague.
Wyvern. Yeah. There was some detail in there, which is always nice, instead of just some people did some stuff and had some hair while they were wearing clothes.
And there was
Well,
black
I
and
was going
white.
to say I'm
Yeah.
incredibly disappointed there was not a single fuck your face in there.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have your vocabulary.
But does anybody?
does
Probably a sailor somewhere that has like 5 STDs
And scurvy.
and scurvy.
Oh, dear God.
That's who I channel when I do my synopsis.
Yeah, we're going to meet him later. His name is Davos.
Oh.
He doesn't have scurvy, by the way.
No, he does not have scurvy.
Who's, however, missing almost all the fingers on his hand.
Well, Stannis took him off.
Yeah, he's missing all the
Oh, you
fingers.
do know
He's
that.
missing
Yeah.
all the first knuckles on every finger on one
On his
hand.
thumb,
I thought it
too?
wasn't his thumb. His thumb was fine.
Oh, no, I think his
Yeah,
thumb is fine
it's
so he can
just-
hold a sword.
Yeah.
It was just his...
It's just these
fingers.
With the
ones.
4 fingers.
Yeah.
Because that was his punishment for being a smuggler.
Yeah,
The
even
smuggler.
though
And then
they-
and then they made him a lord or a knight or something.
He's a knight
He's a knight. Sir Davos.
of House Seaworth.
Yes. But yeah, no, I knew that.
Seaworthy.
That's like the first thing he does, and like that's the first thing you learn about him in the show.
Yes.
Is that Stannis took him off.
I'm well aware. I'm reading that book right
After
now.
he saved Stannis' life.
That's the only reason why Stannis saved or spared his or something like that, and only cut his fingers off or something.
Yep. Good thing you had a smuggler around there, Stannis. Just saying.
Maybe he didn't know
Maybe
at the time.
you shouldn't shit on smugglers.
Maybe he didn't know.
He knew.
Oh. Straight in there from here on out, man. Sorta.
Alright, so, who wants to start our discussion? I assume we're going to start with Cersei having the Lannister men try to intimidate Eddard
Yeah, because
by making fake heads explode.
Yep.
In the morning.
it's Clegane galloping around on his horse.
Yep, Sander.
Yeah, so you've got this fucking 6'8" tall dude because he's taller than Robert.
Oh yeah, he's
He's way taller than
big,
Robert.
Yeah.
He's probably like 6'7".
Anyways,
6'8",
who cares?
6'10", I don't know, fucking huge. And he's probably got some massive motherfucking draft horse that is
Well,
made for
Let's imagine. So I'm assuming he's not riding around on Bran's pony.
right, but he's like some fucking
Poor
massive.
dreamer.
Who's some
Or
massive
dancer.
fucking muscular draft horse that is made to pull a plow for 80 hours a fucking day. I mean 80 hours a fucking day. I'm exaggerating. And that
I mean it, but I'm exaggerating.
that's the point.
I mean
So-
exaggerate.
But yeah, so he's got this fucking horse that was not made to be ridden, but that's all he can fucking fit
Oh,
on.
yeah, he's like riding around on a Clydesdale.
Yeah.
There's no dinosaurs around for him to
Like
ride on. I'm sorry.
I have Deadpool face.
We're not going there. Right back to horses.
But yeah,
So anyways, there's a bunch of Lannisters outside Ned's window in their shiny armor and their red cloaks.
yeah.
And Sandor Clegane is doing some jousting practice, and he
Pow.
hits the dummy right
Every time.
right in the face, and just completely blows the head apart.
I wish it was a watermelon. Gallagher style. Pow. Explode.
So anyway, yeah, that's what I did.
He turned away from you. Did you see? He literally gave you the shoulder.
Yep.
Hold
No,
on.
not a high five. No.
Nope, that's what I'm doing. That's what I did.
That's a talk to the hand, honey.
Yeah, no, I'm still gonna high five it.
All right. So Ned assumes that this is Cersei
Making a show.
making a show. What do you
Oh,
guys
of course.
think? Yeah,
Yeah.
Cersei making a show.
Why the hell else
I
would they
think
be
they
that
were
close?
stretching before the fight. You know how people stretch before they go on a run? They were probably just loosening themselves up in anticipation of the fight in
Yeah,
the throne room.
All of the places that they have to do that are not directly where Ned can see
Yeah,
them.
not the courtyard outside of Ned's
Well, who
tower.
said they can't kill two birds with one stone?
Well, I mean, I agree with you. I'm just saying, every place that they have specifically to do that is not right here.
Well, you know,
There are those designated areas,
right
and this
outside
isn't
Ned's
one.
tower.
Yeah.
but other people have done their practice fighting there because Sansa's chapters she used to
Yeah,
watch.
there's a
people
courtyard
practice
out
fight
there where
down
they
there.
do practice
It's
fighting.
probably Ned's people who are out there doing shit like that
Oh,
there.
They're all one team.
At that point.
They're all Team Robert.
Sure.
Now they're not.
Okay.
Robert's still alive at this moment. Well, we don't know Robert's not alive.
He's been dead for an hour.
But we don't know that yet.
Actually, no, he hasn't been dead yet because Grandmaster Pycelle comes an hour after breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the point. He's probably like just now dying, and it takes fucking Pycelle that long to get over to the tower.
He might already be dead because remember, Renly left right before sunset, which right before sunrise.
Oh, so
I'm assuming Renly left like as soon as like the fucking king died. He's like, yo, we gotta fucking peace out.
Probably.
I would have thought he left before he died to make sure there was plenty of time between.
Well, I would assume he would have stuck around until he was certain Robert was gonna die.
I'm assuming the night before he was certain he was going to die.
Well, I get the feeling it's been a couple days since Robert's returned.
Oh, I thought it was like the night before.
I don't know. It seems like it's been a couple of days.
Maybe. I don't know. That's a long time to suffer, though.
Well, he's unconscious.
Doesn't mean he's not suffering.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, well, he might deserve a little suffering. I mean, kind of a schmuck.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No comment.
So we're all in agreement that Cersei is obviously trying to intimidate Eddard here.
He's like, I'm 1,000 feet up. He can't reach me.
Yeah, this is like her her entrance music.
Yeah,
like it hits and she's gonna march to the ring later, but this is her entrance music, which is Lannisters. They're out there like the Top Gun fucking beach ball volleyball scene. They're like all oiled up, wearing jeans, playing with the boys out in Ned's courtyard.
Yep. And he's just sitting there like, oh my god, this guy's just so handsome.
And
where's Renly?
He's like, but that dumb bitch. Like, this dumb bitch. I done fucking told her
to leave.
Get the fuck out of town. Gave her all the chances in the world to get the fuck out of town.
He gave her way too many chances.
He did give her way too many chances.
Which is what makes me think that it's been a few days, is because he said, I've given her plenty of opportunities to leave.
Yeah.
So it's obviously Robert's been like hanging on for a few days, I think. We're supposed to believe. Because otherwise he would have just told her to leave like last night.
Yeah.
So I assume it's been a couple of days.
That would make sense.
That would make a good point because she doesn't have any signs on her face of the honor she got.
That's true too. It's not mentioned. It still has a bruise. So
yeah, well, because when she's with
Ned, it's still there.
Yeah, when she's with Ned, it's still there, but it's faint and there's only like a little tiny bit of swelling. And then they also don't mention it when
he goes to the throne room.
Yeah, when he goes not when he goes to the throne, but when he goes to Robert's side and she's still there.
It's not mentioned.
Yeah, it's not mentioned that it's there anymore.
Right. So some time has passed from when he told her to get the fuck out of town.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So definitely been some time passed. And so we jump from there to Ned having breakfast with the girls.
Yep.
Well, Ned and Arya and Septa Mordain are eating breakfast.
Sansa's moping like a fucking child.
Too heartbroken to eat anything.
I just see her, like, with her utensil not even in the bowl, just kind of, like, playing with it on the side and hasn't touched her food. Pants thumped to one side.
She's so sad.
Yeah. Or she's drawing pictures of Joffrey and her oatmeal with, like, the pieces of berries that are in there. The little orange slices are his golden hair, and the little blueberries are his eyes.
This
little
isn't
strawberry
Mulan.
slice. This is his perfectly red plump lips.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Vomit.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Fucking vomit. Oh, boy.
Teenage girls are so ignorant of real life.
Right?
I know I was one.
Me too. Your sister's not too bad, though.
I almost want to feel bad for her.
I had to think about which sister you were talking about.
Yeah.
I almost want to feel bad.
Are you saying that for Eric's sake?
No, because I'm just saying I almost want to feel, because like I hate hating on like a little fucking teenage girl, but like because like she gets treated like shit. But
I actually do feel bad for her though, because she's actually like in this moment of time, like she's legitimately like, I mean, she's a fucking dumbass and she's in love with a person for all the wrong reasons and wants to see him and do whatever, even though she knows he's a piece of shit. But like, she's still a fucking tweeny bopper thing in First Love.
Yeah, and she was ill prepared for life by the idiocy of Catelyn Tully and Septa Mordain.
Oh,
yeah, so it's put on her. Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. That's...
I legitimately do feel bad for her in this sense, because she doesn't understand why they have to leave, and Ned won't explain it to her before they leave.
For her own safety.
Yeah. So he won't explain it to her before
It's just another one of those things where you'll understand when you're older, honey.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, I don't want to understand when I'm older. Like, I just want to, I want to just have an idea now. I don't need to understand. I just want an idea of why this is happening.
If she goes to court and she hears the shit that people whisper about, she should have some idea of what's going on.
Girl.
But she doesn't even listen to Jane
She doesn't even understand that Marjorie's not a virgin.
We haven't hit that point yet.
We haven't, but I'm just saying, in the future, she doesn't get that Marjorie's not a virgin. When Marjorie's like, well...
It's not even in the book.
We'll have to find out.
Yeah, all I know is it's something about a conversation about, it takes a while before people find out what they like, and she's like, over her head, doesn't understand that. Damn innocent children.
So, Arya is quickly, she's scarfing down her food.
She wants to get to her dancing lesson.
Because Syrio has told her that she has time for one more lesson before they're to leave.
Yes.
On the boat.
Yep, and that she has to be dressed and
ready to go
showered and dressed and everything, yeah.
By midday.
They don't have showers in Westeros.
It'd be so cool if they had showers. I mean, you could...
They totally do have showers. It's called a fucking servant dumping a bucket of water over your head a bunch of times.
I have a feeling that they could have, at that point, come up with a shower.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are, like...
They have tubs of water they bathe in.
They're like Greek bathhouses that have showers in them.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to figure out that water dropping on you is a good thing. Like, it doesn't take... Like,
people shower in
it
waterfalls
doesn't have to be like a fancy, like, piping thing like we have, but people have had, like, plumbing and stuff for, like, thousands of years.
I don't think there's plumbing in Westeros, though.
There is. That's how they get all this shit out of the...
Remember how there's that river of shit underneath the dungeons that Arya runs through?
Yeah, and that's how they get all the shit out of the Red Keep into Flea Bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have basic. Remember, Tyrion builds the plumbing system.
Oh, that's
in Casterly Rock.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So I mean, they don't have like what we have.
Yeah, there's
with
not
like running water.
Yeah, there's no shower. You turn like a knob
gravity.
on, but
there's
gravity fed showers.
Yeah, they have like a bucket up there that you could like turn a notch on, and there's like a thing with holes in it that would bead water down on top of you.
It would be like a cistern at the top that's heated during the day. It's probably rainwater.
I was just imagining like a bucket that's dumps water like through a colander.
Oh,
that would totally work.
That'd be exactly it.
That would totally work. So yeah, I mean, similar idea, but yeah, they could easily have showers. I mean, probably only the rich people, but Ned's living in like like the castle of castles, so could be a shower there.
Yeah, probably in the king's chamber.
Oh yeah, well, Robert seems like a bath kind of guy. Actually, Robert seems like a I'm not going to bother kind of guy.
He's really I'm not going to bother, but I mean, you can't really get.
I don't think you could find a tub big enough.
You can't get it. You can't get a blowjob during a bath, but you can totally get one during a shower.
That's true. Arya she's gonna be heading off to her dancing lessons. Mm-hmm. Sansa wants nothing more in her entire life than to go see Joffrey and at least say goodbye to him.
Yes.
And Ned's
of course, she's gonna say all this shit to him.
And Ned's like, well, probably not safe to go see Joffrey right now.
Let's not spill our secrets now. Yeah. You're going to stay here.
And so she throws a tantrum and runs off.
No grace whatsoever.
Yeah.
Septa Mordain goes to chase after her, but Ned says, sit down.
Just fucking eat your dinner.
Eat your food.
Your breakfast.
It's fine. I'll fucking take care of it. Dumb little bitch.
Like, listen, you fucked my daughter up enough already. It's fine. I will fix it from here.
Now,
you and Catelyn are the reason she's like this.
Now, is the Septa in Catelyn's employ or Ned's employ?
Ned's.
They're all technically in Ned's employ.
Well, right, but Maester Luwin is a Tully man.
Right, he had come with Catelyn.
So is Septa Mordain. I'm assuming Septa Mordain is a Tully because she's a Septa.
That's fair, although Winterfell probably, just like it has a Maester assigned to it, would probably also have Septas assigned to it. Septons and Septas.
I was just wondering if she was a Tully employee.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, we know Luwin came with her, but we don't know if Mordain was there beforehand or came with her too.
Or came later.
Or came after.
Or has only been there for a year. We don't know.
Maybe their original one died.
They normally get one like as soon as they have a kid.
No,
not necessarily as a wet nurse,
different. Right. Well, septas serve different purposes, right? So it's like some septas are like the Silent Sisters.
Okay.
Some septas are governesses.
Oh, so nuns have different jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Sound of Music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So, but yeah, so we don't know exactly
and
where.
Alive.
it!
So we don't know where Septa Mordane came from.
We don't.
So, and
I don't want to know.
We're never going to know because she's going to lose her head here in a couple chapters. So,
Yeah?
Did you...
oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah?
I was so happy about somebody dying, my god.
Offers fucking Septa Mordane and Catelyn Tully? Yeah, I will, thank you.
Well, remember, the cat comes back, though, the very next day.
Yeah, but at least she can't talk and be stupid.
Tywin thought she was a goner, but the cat came back.
Cats have 9 lives.
No, it's the song, The Cat Came Back the very next day.
Her name's Catelyn!
Yeah, I know, I'm saying the cat
Cats
came back.
have 9 lives.
Well, she only has 2.
I was like, I know this is a song, and I don't remember what the words are.
Alright, so then we progress through the day a little bit. Arya is off, I'm assuming, having her dancing lessons.
Yep.
Probably, yeah.
She's out getting some scraped knees.
Yeah, and
Getting pretty good at it, though.
Mm-hmm. Much better.
Ned gets a visitor.
It's a
knock at the door.
an old fartsy guy.
Yeah, it's pretending to be an old fartsy guy.
Yeah. Well, he's an old fartsy
He's
guy.
an old fartsy guy pretending to be a decrepit old guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Maester Pycelle comes in, wants to show him his new dick pics.
He's like, look at these things. I just drew them this morning.
This
and
one is Renly, and this one is Joffrey.
This one has a really good vein on the bottom.
I'm done.
Look at the birthmark on this.
Stop!
Oh, and by the way, the king's dead.
Oh, by the way, your best friend died. But look at this one over here.
Look at his penis.
This one's got hair right here.
Here's a picture of Robert's penis.
I really hope you cut this out. Please.
Oh my goodness.
So he tells Ned that the king is dead.
Yes.
Ding dong, the king is
Ding dong, the king is dead.
Poor Robert.
And the Oompa Loompas circle around singing gracefully.
Yes.
That's 2 completely different movies.
I know. You like that mashup I did there? It's amazing.
Oh. No, they're munchkins.
Nope, the Oompa Loompas. On the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah. With their green hair.
With the minions.
So Ned says that we must summon the council, the small council, immediately.
Everyone meet here.
Maester Pycelle's like, oh, no, it can wait. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We can wait till tomorrow. What could possibly happen?
We're gonna let the kingdom weep. Come on. Relax.
And Ned's like, no, it has to be done right now.
Right fucking now. And then he's like, oh god, I just want to cry like a little girl right now.
So let's summon the small council.
I did notice how he said he'd give up all his titles to be able to weep.
Because he didn't want to be
But my first thought was like, does that mean he'd be willing to take the black just to cry over his friend's death?
Well, I mean, you can't cry as a member of the Night's Watch.
He can on the way up.
Maybe that's supposed to be foreshadowing of some kind. That he's supposed to be told that he can take the black, but he doesn't. Because he can't.
I don't see that as foreshadowing. I just see it as him giving up everything to be able to do what he wanted to do.
That he doesn't have to keep composure as the Lord of Winterfell.
Right, well, because not even just the Lord of Winterfell, he has to be the one right now to save the realm from the usurpers.
Yeah. So he's got
so he doesn't have time. He doesn't have time to cry. He has shit.
Does he not think he's an what's the word? An usurper?
Usurper.
Does he not think he's an usurper?
Well, he's not.
I think they're all usurpers.
The king told him to become the regent.
Right, but because King Joffrey thinks he's King Joffrey, does he think Ned's an usurper?
Well, so I want to get to that when we get to the thing, because I want to discuss who knows what and why and how.
Okay.
I want to discuss that for a lot of people in this chapter.
Okay.
When we get to their pieces of it.
Okay.
So we'll start with Ned inviting the small council.
Yep.
Sir Barristan arrives.
Dressed all in white,
of course, because he's Kingsguard.
Yep.
Littlefinger arrives.
In last night's clothing.
He was probably getting a piece from the hooker that he went to have dinner with.
Well, he's probably there getting information.
Probably.
Well, I guess.
Now, so here is a question that I have, since we brought up Littlefinger now.
Okay.
While this meeting is going on, Cersei is, at this very moment, rushing Joffrey to the throne room.
Yes.
And calling in Lannister guards and
The
the
gold-
King's Guard
Yep.
to come to the throne room to protect Joffrey.
And the gold cloaks.
It's the middle of the night-ish.
It's
The
morning.
wee hours in the morning.
Littlefinger brings the gold cloaks.
Right.
Not her.
But how did they let him
Well,
let
but
the
what
gold
I'm saying, that's
cloaks in?
but that's Littlefinger.
Okay.
So Littlefinger brings the gold cloaks to the
Right.
throne room, but she is rushing Joffrey to the throne room, bringing her children, bringing the people to protect Joffrey. How did she know that she needed to do that right now? Did Littlefinger tip her off on his way to the hand of the king?
That or she knew that Ned would try and take control as soon as Robert died too.
I think she knew that Ned would try, because she already knows that Ned knows that her children are illegitimate.
Right.
So I think she wanted to get, regardless of what Littlefinger did or did not do, she already knew she needed to get Joffrey on that throne as soon as absolutely physically possible. So the moment, like, I think she had
Him standing there waiting for Robert
yeah,
to
she was
stop
probably,
breathing.
she was being the concerned wife, waiting for, like, waiting next to her husband's bedside. But yeah.
Fucking come on, dude!
And
I got
she's
things to do.
Yeah, and she's fucking sitting there like, should I push the pillow down a little harder? Like, that's what she's doing over there. She's trying to be like the concerned wife. So as soon as he stops breathing, she probably doesn't tell anybody. She probably just leaves, I'm too tired for this. Like, I need to lie down or something. Leaves as soon as she notices that he's fucking dead. Grabs Joffrey, goes to the throne room, and then Maester Pycelle, who's
she had
also
to
there.
Get dressed first.
She's already dressed because she's at Robert's side.
She was there in her night clothes the other night.
So that was a couple nights ago.
Right, but I'm saying she's fully dressed. She's got a nice. Anyway, so we'll get back to that.
We'll get back to it.
Okay, so you guys are not down with the Littlefinger tipped her off.
No.
Well, he probably
he could've.
did, but it may not have had anything.
I think she probably already knew.
Okay.
Like he might have tipped her off, but she would have been like, "Dude, I fucking know. It's my goddamn husband."
Because I have a feeling that Littlefinger and Cersei are doing some cahooting tonight.
Oh,
I'm sure they are. But I think that if anything, she tipped Littlefinger off and let Littlefinger know, hey, by the way, he's fucking dead. Let's get this shit rolling.
Fair.
I would think it'd be the other way, because it makes more sense for Cersei to be next to Robert than it would be for Littlefinger to find out about Robert.
As a member of the small council, no, I could see just as much reason for
That's
Littlefinger
fair.
to be there.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
I don't know. I think she's just like, she's going to be the because she's always the good wife image.
So their paths probably just crossed in their planning.
right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Ned whips out his.
Hold on. Varys shows
Varys
up.
shows up all dressed. Okay, so I'm going to drop another 90s wrestling reference.
No.
Varys is like, he reminds me of Goldust.
Nope.
If any of our listeners know who I'm talking about, Goldust.
You know who he reminds me of? Shinpo.
I know Tongue Toe.
No. Shinpo's the fat one from Mulan.
Gotcha.
The super tall, super fat one from Mulan.
No idea who you're talking about.
I'm surprised he remembered that.
I remember that.
He also reminds me of the personal assistant to the bad guy in Demolition Man.
I didn't see Demolition Man.
Oh, that's so tragic.
I don't remember. Yeah. I only saw
the guy
once.
who wore the kimono all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Reminds me of that guy.
He does seem like a guy that'd wear kimonos.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
He would be that.
Like with the socks and the
he's always wearing
slippers
robes and shit. Yeah, so.
And kimonos have the big sleeves.
Yeah.
Sir Varys informs everyone
Not Sir Varys, Lord Varys.
Lord Varys.
He's not a knight.
Lord Varys.
He doesn't have the balls
Lord
for it.
Varys the Merman.
Don't.
The Myrmidon.
Don't. There's apparently some theory that he's a mermaid. What'd you say?
He said that he's not a knight. And I said, yeah, because he doesn't have the balls for it.
You're right, he doesn't. But he informs the small council that Lord Renly will not be joining them because he has run the fuck away.
Yep. And Ned's like, wait a second.
Away.
Wait,
he ran away.
What the fuck happened? Brave Sir Renly.
Brave Sir Renly.
Who bravely ran away.
Brave Sir Renly.
And he's taken,
sorry.
He's taken Lord
Sir Loras.
Sir Loras.
And
That's
50 retainers with them.
Oh my god.
Were you laughing at the fact that we didn't say anything?
No, I was just taking a sip, and then the way that I took the sip, because I was trying to do, like, the Kermit the Frog, like, this is none of my business, I tried to inhale water.
Okay.
So you were confused, your epiglottis.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay, so, anyway. So, yes, so Renly has left.
Going south.
Ned is confused. He's like, boy, I thought Renly was going to stick around and help me out.
Why, though? He didn't help Renly.
Right. Renly
really
came to you.
fuck off.
Renly came to you with a plan of what to do, and you basically told him to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Why was he going to stick around?
Why would he even think, too, that you would want his help after you told him to fuck off?
Yeah, if you told him no, you don't want his swords, why then do you then think, boy, I wish Renly had stuck around, I could really use his swords? Like, what the fuck?
I think it's because Ned was seriously banking on the fact that Cersei was gonna fucking leave and not try to fight this fight, too.
Like, Ned is literally the dumbest guy in the fucking realm.
Well, yeah, it's all
Why
about
are you reiterating?
honor.
Like, you're being redundant with, like, the word dumb and dumb in the same sentence.
Literally the dumbest guy in the realm.
He doesn't think so.
Honor
No.
will do that to you.
You know what's funny is before this podcast, when I was reading the book by myself, I didn't think Ned was that much of an idiot.
And now you're like, how the fuck did I not see it?
How is Ned still alive? I mean, it won't be for long, but how is he still alive at this point?
Well, yeah, because most books I don't get this deep into it. So
Fair enough.
Girl, you're missing a lot.
All right.
I know, I've only read 1.5 books.
So Ned's like, all right, fine, I guess we're going to have to do this without Renly. That
Yep.
sucks. And his swords.
He says, I call the meeting into order, and there's a knock at the door.
Well, first he says,
Oh, that's right.
He gives Sir Barristan the letter.
And
from
Barristan,
Robert.
and Barristan's like, it is the late king's seal,
Yep.
unbroken.
Yep.
And then breaks
King
it.
Robert's seal, unbroken.
He breaks it open to take a
And
first look at it.
reads
Now,
it.
do they do that to prove that no one's tampered with it?
Yes.
Except for the fact that it was tampered with before
Before
it
it
was
was
sealed.
sealed.
Right.
Okay.
Listen, they don't
Nobody
check
knows
for that
that.
before it's sealed.
Nobody knows that except for Eddard, so...
That's true.
Yeah.
And so he reads it out loud. The name...
Names, blah, blah,
Eddard
blah.
Stark, the protector of the realm and the regent.
Until my heir comes of age.
Until the heir comes of age.
And Ned starts thinking about Gendry. Or
No.
Gendry.
No, he's thinking about Stannis. Stannis is next in line.
Robert's heir.
Right.
Which is Stannis. Heir doesn't have to be son.
I was
Gendry is not legitimized.
Right.
So Gendry can
See,
not
when
be
I
the
read
heir
it,
right
I
now.
was thinking Gendry, which is why I was confused, because when I think of somebody's heir, I think of their children. I don't think of their siblings.
That's because when kings are talking about it, when they say that they need an heir, they are talking about their son.
Yeah.
But an heir doesn't have to be
Right.
your
Well,
child.
right. That's what my thinking was, because
Right.
Joffrey was his son.
Mhm.
Supposedly his son was his heir, and if it's not Joffrey, then I was thinking his real children.
Yeah, no, there's
They're bastards.
Right.
there's
So
I
they don't
understand,
count.
but that was my thinking,
Right,
was
but
it
no,
was
yeah.
Gendry.
No, it's his heir
Is Stannis.
is Stannis.
Yeah.
His
Heir
next
just
youngest
means the
brother.
next in line.
Well, see, because then then my question is, if the paperwork says till my heir comes of age, then automatically he's not the protector of the realm. Stannis is the king.
Right. But the protector of the
But-
realm would have to stay there until Stannis came to take his throne.
And that's what he was trying to do.
Right, because he
Okay.
mentions that later on in the chapter that the best way for this to go down would be for him to be named regent,
Mhm.
Okay.
firmly establish himself as that. The letter that he sent with Tom that he's going to take on the boat later this night and stop and give to Stannis at Dragonstone is going to have Stannis then come down with his army
Okay.
and take his throne and sit on it, and Ned will make him the king.
Okay.
That's Ned's plan.
Okay. That makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people have other plans, though.
Oh, everybody has their own plan.
Yep. So Ned tells the council, I'm asking you right now to pronounce me as the king regent,
Protector of the realm.
protector of the realm, so that we can get this shit going. And he doesn't trust Varys,
And he doesn't trust Pycelle.
and he doesn't trust Pycelle, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows Pycelle is just a bird for Cersei.
Right. He doesn't want to put Sir Barristan in the position because right now Sir Barristan believes that he has to protect Joffrey.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because he's a Kingsguard.
It leaves Littlefinger to
So
do
the only
that.
person he can trust is, of course, fucking Littlefinger.
The one who says you shouldn't be trusted.
The one who tells you not to fucking trust him, exactly.
In which case, we see some Stark wisdom coming through.
Ned.
Is it wisdom, per se? Or is that
It's Stark
It's
wisdom.
what passes for wisdom in the Stark family.
Yeah, it's Stark wisdom, which is the ironic term for being retarded.
We don't use that
I think you
word.
mean Eddarded.
We do.
I think you
use that
mean
term.
Eddarded.
I do mean Eddarded.
Yes.
Don't say Eddard.
Yes, you mean Eddarded.
Not that I approve of that term either.
Listen,
Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
all the terms. All the terms that mean stupid.
All your terms annoy me.
All right.
You'll get over them.
Okay, so before anybody can do any confirming of Ned Eddard as anything, Fat Thom knocks on the door.
Surprise, surprise.
The King's Steward is demanding that the council meet with the new king in the throne room.
Yes.
Immediately.
Right fucking now.
Now, if the small council has said, okay, give us a minute, and then sworn Ned in, could Cersei and Joffrey really have done anything about it?
I don't think so.
They could have killed everyone on the council, and...
That goes back to the whole, when it comes down to the Game of Thrones, might makes right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
legally speaking, no.
So if Cersei has the Kingsguard and her Lannister guards, and the Gold Cloaks do not come out for Ned's team,
right,
then yes, there's plenty she can do about it because might makes right.
Right, but then Varys and Littlefinger and all them die, and that's not...
Well, they could. I mean, they could still pronounce Ned because of the King's words,
right,
in that letter. They could pronounce him as the protector,
right.
But then when they get in front of Joffrey, say, "Oh, we're sorry. I mean, we saw the King's words.
Yeah,
we're sorry. No problem. Yeah, we'll swear fealty. No big deal. And then there's no harm, no foul.
Right.
And then they probably don't have to lose their heads.
They just have to pick the right side.
Because not a single one of them is going to put their head on the line for Ned.
And most of them were working for Ares also, and Robert didn't.
The only one who was working for Ares was Pycelle and Varys.
Littlefinger was. I thought Littlefinger
was in the Vale. Remember, he came later.
Oh, he was in the Vale.
Robert brought him down.
Yeah,
at the bequest of Lysa.
Of Lysa, correct.
Okay.
Oh, I remembered.
Yes.
But yeah, those two were there, but Robert didn't kill them because they were sworn to somebody else. He gave them the opportunity to swear to him, which is the smart thing to do for any person, is that you don't want to immediately kill everybody. You want to show everyone who you're ruling over that you're not just going to kill them for no fucking reason, that you're going to give them the chance to be on your side.
Am I not merciful?
No.
Nope.
Go a little Commodus style from Gladiator.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, that motherfucker.
Great movie.
It is a great movie, but that guy was such a fucking cockbite.
Hold on a second.
Alright, so Littlefinger plays BFF to Ned and helps him down the stairs.
Yes.
Littlefinger.
Oh my god. I thought we were just waving to each other.
You thought that was funny. I didn't think you'd laugh at that.
Come on. Alright, so...
Yes, Littlefinger's helping Ned down the tower
he's such a
and
good
into
guy.
He's a great person. What are you talking about?
Nice.
He's never double-crossed anybody in his entire life.
Yeah.
I don't get how he is making Ned feel so confident about what is going on, like having all the gold. I want to know why Cersei would let the gold cloaks in there if they weren't there to protect Joffrey.
Because she probably knows that Littlefinger is not having them there to protect Ned.
Like
there's some Littlefinger and Cersei cahooting going on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Cersei wouldn't have let all those men in there if they were there for Ned's security.
But even regardless, is that she can't not let the Kingsguard in the same room as the king.
Not the Kingsguard.
We're talking about the gold cloaks.
The gold cloaks are the city watch.
Oh.
They're the people that work for the city.
They're the same fucking thing.
No, there's seven members of the Kingsguard. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
If Ned had requested that many of his people be allowed in the
oh yeah, then
she would not have allowed them.
Yeah, there's
the throne room. That's
the throne room.
Yeah,
there's cahooting.
Yeah, there's serious Littlefinger Cersei cahooting.
There's cahooting and cavorting.
I don't know if there's any cavorting between Littlefinger and Cersei.
Does cavorting only mean sex?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought it meant, like, just messing around, like... Not sex messing around, but, like, the two of them just being...
Horrible people and making plans to ruin the planet.
They're not playing backgammon either.
Oh.
No, they're playing the Game of Thrones.
And they plan on winning, not dying.
I just
Is
don't...
she gonna seize him, and then let him go, and then cut his throat, and then turn around?
Why would she do that?
But she does a thing. It's not power is power. Seize him, cut his throat. No, wait, stop. I changed my mind. Let him go. Turn around. Walk 3 paces. Close your eyes.
Because that took... They arrive in the throne room. Joffrey's the king, sitting on the throne. The dog is standing guard at the base.
With his cool helm.
Yeah, with his helm. It's not a wolf, it's
a hound.
It's a hound dog. No,
I
it's like
said
a
wolf.
Wolf.
Oh, we both probably heard.
And the King's Guard, except for Jaime Lannister and Sir Barristan, are arranged at the floor in front of the king.
Oh, wait, Jaime's back?
No, except for Jaime and Sir Barristan.
Okay.
Cersei has Tommen and Myrcella with her, and there are 20 Lannister...
I find that very...
She's not going to leave him for like somebody to go take him hostage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's got to keep him where she can keep an eye on him.
Yep, exactly.
Safest place is to be a helicopter parrot.
Unless they end up like Aegon and his sister.
What was his sister's name?
Princess Dead.
I read it somewhere not long ago, and I don't remember what it is.
I forget what it is, too.
Yeah.
But, so...
It's something... it sounds masculine.
And there's 20... So, there's 20 Lannister Red Cloaks standing behind Joffrey.
Mm-hmm.
But Ned is heartened to see that there are 100 Gold Cloaks lining all the walls.
He should have known that Cersei would not let people in there protect Ned.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he feels so strengthened by it.
Well, because he figures that, Littlefinger would have just lied to Cersei.
And said they were his?
And said that they were there for Joffrey's protection when they're really there for Ned's protection.
Because Littlefinger obviously has no problem lying to people.
Right, so...
He has no problem lying to people.
So
he was just hoping that Ned was not going to be the person being lied to.
Right, so then, so Ned calls Cersei a dirty, dirty slut.
And not so many words.
And that Joffrey is in no way legitimate to be king.
Yep.
No matter how true
Joffrey throws a tantrum.
One of many.
One of many tantrums, right in this 2-second interval.
Yep.
And Cersei's like, well, that's bullshit. Ned says, here, show this fucking letter to the king. Show this to the queen. I've got, this official document. She reads it. She's like, protector of the fuck you. Tears it up. Throws it on the fucking ground. She's like, is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark? And he's like, Sir Barristan was like, those are the king's words. And she goes, we have a new king. And now Sir Barristan is torn.
Yep.
Because he has a new king to defend.
Which is why he gets kicked out later.
Because he shows hesitation.
Cersei
tells Sir Barristan to seize Ned.
Well,
actually, no. First, she says, "You came to me and offered me some advice.
Now I'm going to
allow me to do the same."
That was a piece of... Well, it doesn't matter.
Peace offering, whatever.
Yeah.
It was advice to leave. And so she goes, now let me do the same for you. The same honor for you. Bend the knee, swear fealty, and you'll be allowed to retire and head back and be the Lord of Winterfell and the Warden of the North and whatever.
And we'll leave you the fuck alone.
Yep, live out your days in the gray waste that you call a home.
Yep.
I wonder if she meant take your kids with you.
Oh, sure.
No, probably not.
I don't think Robert's dead.
What they would do is, I think if he agreed to it, what they do is they would keep Sansa as a ward or a hostage, and I think they would to keep them from keep the North from rebelling.
Yeah, that's true.
They would certainly want to keep a hostage.
That's true.
So they'd probably try and keep Sansa.
Because I was thinking of it like they would still probably have Sansa marry Joffrey, and I'm like, fucking, she doesn't want that bitch marrying her kid. She doesn't think she's good for her kid.
She does if she can control her.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's true.
Because she comes from a pretty powerful house.
Yeah.
You tie the Lannisters, the Baratheons, and the Starks together, that's 3 of the most powerful houses in the realm right there.
That's true.
All tied together by
marriage. If you want to make sure the North doesn't come and attack them.
At that point, you don't even need the Tyrells.
I know what I'm saying. All you would need left is the Tyrells to make the biggest families.
But you wouldn't need them. You got those 3.
It's like the Mafia. Sorry.
Just saying, you wouldn't even need I mean, that's an unstoppable alliance right there. So,
Yeah.
as Robert proved.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he did.
So Ned's like, no, fuck that. Your son, you've been banging Jamie. I don't think he says this like
Not quite.
these words, but
Yeah.
Joffrey is not legitimate. Joffrey's like, I am too. What are you talking about?
Mother
Does
uppers.
Joffrey know? Here's the other question I had. Does Joffrey know that he is a bastard?
No.
I don't think at this point he does. I think eventually he will.
I think he figures it out. In the show, they have Marcella have always known. She's always
the kids are older in the show, so we can't take that because the kids are older in the show.
Oh, that's true too.
They aged up all the kids in the show. Like
Yeah.
they're teenagers.
Yeah, so it wasn't as horrific when children die.
Well, it's just they needed actors who could play parts.
That's true too. And you can't have a
You
fucking
could-
5-year-old.
I'm sorry, yeah, but like a 13-year-old's not playing Jon Snow.
Yeah, I know.
Not gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But yeah, like, I don't know, they make it seem... I guess it depends on the kid. Like, why would he question it? Because he gets to have all the power, he gets to have all the thing, like, he's the king's son. Why would he question who his real father is? He gets to be the king next. Tom and I could see doing it. Maybe this doesn't make any sense.
Maybe for the same reason that Sansa questions it, because he's nothing like that drunk old king.
That's true. That's a fair
I
point.
don't think he cares as long as he gets on the
Well, no, I certainly don't think he cares as long as he gets to be king. I'm just saying, does he know?
I think there's a good possibility that he knows that he's not his father's son solely
He's
for the
figured it
fact.
out.
Yeah, solely for the fact that he's, even if he doesn't know it for a fact, he just kind of is like, that's not my fucking dad.
Yeah, like...
I don't think at this point he knows, but I think later down the road he will.
I just want him to be like that fucking normal teenager that says, you're not my fucking real dad. Even though it really is your real dad. Like...
Alright, so...
Rich people problems.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then Cersei's like, yeah, well, okay, so you're not going to leave. Great. Sir Barristan, go ahead and arrest Ned.
He hesitates.
He hesitates, and...
All hell breaks loose.
all hell breaks loose. The Lannisters unsheath their swords. The Kingsguard steps forward. The Hound
Comes down off the
unsheaths his sword and comes down off the throne.
Yeah, he does.
He's not on the throne, he's on the high rise.
Who's on? In the books, the throne, like in the TV show, they made it like there's like a dais and the throne's on top of that. The throne is literally like a fucking mountain of stairs going, like steel stairs going up to the steel throne. So he's like standing like on the steel ladder. And so he
that
comes
would
down.
explain why there's so many swords in it. Because I was trying to figure out how that many would fit in a chair.
Exactly, yeah. It's like massive in the books.
Okay.
And so Ned thinks, okay, well, that's fine. The city guard is the city watch is on my side. So,
come at me, bro.
Commander Janis Lintz, go ahead and do your thing. And
take Cersei and the kids.
Take Cersei and the kids hostage. No harm should come to them.
Mm-hmm.
And so they start to come forward with their 8-foot spears with iron points on them.
And then they go, psych!
And then Ned's like getting very excited, and then all of a sudden he sees one just rammed right through Fat Thom. And
right
he's
back
like,
to him, yep.
Well, fuck.
And he's like, what?
Yep, and then all of his men get cut down.
Yep,
again.
Sandor cuts someone again from fucking
Cuts
shoulder.
his hand off first. Cuts his sword hand off, and then cuts him from, like, shoulder to fucking breastbone.
Yeah.
Shoulder
to breastbone.
No, it's my shoulder, yeah, right through.
Splitting right
yeah,
down.
it's like right here, yeah.
Yep.
I think it said to navel.
No, it said breastbone.
Yeah, breastbone.
It probably got caught on the xiphoid there.
But, and then Littlefinger quickly steps up behind Ned, whips out Ned's dagger.
It's not Ned's dagger, though.
It was in Ned's
possession,
thing, but it was Littlefinger's dagger.
Yep.
Puts it up to his throat and says, "It told you not to trust me."
And cut.
Boom!
With a giant fucking dick in his mouth.
And Ned goes limp.
Yeah. He like does that girly fade, puts his hand to the back of his hand to his head, and goes, and falls backward.
Oh my! I do declare.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking Littlefinger.
Fucking Littlefinger.
The best laid plans of mice and men, I tell you. So now we have King Joffrey.
Yep.
Yay!
And Ned's in jail.
And Ned's arrested.
All because fucking Ned, in the last goddamn Eddard chapter, was
so Eddarded.
Was so Eddarded, and was like, listen, I'm gonna pretend you didn't just say all that shit to me just now, because you don't want to lose your power.
Right, and let you do your thing, because whatever.
I'm gonna pretend that you're gonna actually listen to me and stand, and, like, you're gonna be fucking okay with the fact that you're gonna go from being one of the most powerful people in the world to being fucking nobody, because Stannis is gonna get rid of you.
Yep.
Because Stannis don't fucking like you.
Yep, because you're gonna be on the run. Yep.
Why?
Ned.
He had many chances. He's had many chances to get out alive.
He has. She gave him one during this chapter.
I'm well aware.
Yeah.
And he didn't take it. Because of his quote-unquote honor. But she's run through the mud himself multiple times.
He should have at least taken that distant relative from her that one chapter ago.
Oh, Jesus
he should have at the very least gotten that from her before this shit.
Yeah, like, if you're gonna lose your head, at least get a handy first. So, that's where we leave off.
Oh my god. Alright.
Ned is dumb and caught.
Have you guys come up with any chapter titles? I know, I can feel it. It freaked me out at first.
We do need a title for the chapter.
I'm going with the same one I said for the last one, Stark Wisdom, because he's a fucking idiot.
I think you should use that big fancy word.
Penultimate?
Yeah.
Penultimate Stark Wisdom?
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't need to.
Makes no sense.
He's a fucking idiot.
At all, whatsoever.
Stark equals dumb.
I don't have an idea.
You have no idea?
Oh, I do. Don't trust a hoe.
Who's the hoe?
Littlefinger.
No.
He's not a hoe.
He's the pimp.
He's the pimp.
I know, but it's for the 303 song, Don't Trust Me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What?
I love that song.
What?
Don't trust a hoe, don't trust a hoe, don't trust me.
Okay.
No. Now I think it needs to be something about the pimp. She called it
the best laid plans of pimps and queens. No. Because that's what Littlefinger and Cersei do. I don't know.
You're kind of on the same line where I was already thinking.
Yeah. It needs to be something about pimps.
It does, because it's Littlefinger.
Yeah.
I was already thinking this way earlier.
Okay.
Pimp slap?
No. Keep your pimp hand strong.
I mean, I don't dislike it. I don't see how it works for the chapter, though.
Because Littlefinger
is really long.
Because Littlefinger is doing what he needs to do to keep his plan going.
What if we just have it as pimp hand strong?
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't think the other one makes sense either.
Keep your pimp hand strong?
Yeah, I don't think that makes sense either.
Does that not make sense? It's telling you to keep it's a rule for life. Keep your pimp hand strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Littlefinger's obviously is strong, so it's just pimp hand strong.
So it makes sense.
No, she needs to argue about something, so...
It's gotta come full circle, as it doesn't make sense.
Has it come full circle yet?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's why we got there already. Where were you?
I stopped listening to you come full circle a few episodes back.
So we're going with Keep Your Pimp Hand Strong?
I guess so. They don't really have anything better.
Well, why not?
Because it's midnight and we're tired.
Yeah.
It's 11:54.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Listen, I've already thrown 3 out there, so...
I'm not going to throw one out there. I already told you I liked yours.
Okay.
And it went in line with mine. All I wanted was something to do with a pimp.
Fair. We'll go with Keep Your Pimp Hand Strong.
Okay.
Alright.
Hashtag forever known as Keep Your Pimp Hand Strong.
Hashtag forever known as Hashtag Keep Your Pimp Hand Strong. Hashtag Eddard14. Hashtag listen.
Hashtag IceAndFirePod. Hashtag I love hashtags. Hashtag I'll keep hashtag until the day I die.
Alright.
Bam!
No, we're done with that. Alright, next chapter.
Arya.
We have 4, where we will have a special guest. Lady Wyvern. Who's going to be our special guest?
Katarina.
Patron Katarina will be joining us to break down Arya 4. Or, as I like to think of it, the badassery of Syrio Forel.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because he is the motherfucking man in that chapter.
Yeah, he fucking is.
And
I really hope he comes back in the end.
I've got to say this. I live by a very important rule when it comes to stories and TV shows and movies and books.
If you don't see them die, they're not dead.
If there ain't no body, there ain't nobody dead.
Yes.
I have yet to see anybody mention a fucking Serial Pharrell body in these fucking books. I am still holding out hope.
That he comes back.
Wishing upon
vengeance.
Wishing upon a wish.
Like I did when no one believed me that fucking in the show Sandor Clegane was coming back. Because his fucking leg was broken.
Like 90% of people thought he was coming back.
Because they all said...
Not anyone I fucking knew.
The Gravedigger theory has been a theory for, like, fucking ever.
I know, but none of the people that I knew that were watching the show had read the books, and none of them thought he was going to come back.
Well, that's why they didn't think that, because they hadn't read the books.
Yeah.
But the Gravedigger theory's been popular forever.
Yeah. Fucking loved it.
If we went by that logic, then Stannis is still alive in the show, because we didn't see him die.
Fair. He is still alive in the books, though, so rock the fuck
true.
on, Stannis the Manus.
Because they show Brienne swinging at his head, but they don't show his actual body.
They don't even show her swinging. They show her taking the backswing.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
They don't even show her swinging forward.
And
they just show her taking the backswing and then face the black.
Yeah.
So we don't know if she swung that sword. She says she did, but we don't know.
He was already dying anyway, though. He had fucking mortal wounds. He had fucking...
He could have probably made it. Like one arrow in him.
Yeah, and he was like missing like both of his fucking legs or some shit.
No,
like,
this is not Anakin Skywalker.
He wasn't missing any of his legs. He didn't get burned in lava. Nothing like that happened.
His legs weren't gone, but he got both of his legs got cut a couple times in the battles.
How do you know? They didn't show any of it. They just showed him sitting next to a fucking tree.
They showed him like barely being able to fucking walk.
They showed him sitting next to a tree because he was shot with an arrow and tired because he just went through a battle.
What am I thinking of then?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
You're thinking of
everything's blurring together in this fucking hour.
Anakin versus Obi-Wan.
Maybe. This entire fucking... Everything's blurring together right now.
So anyway, yes. Next chapter, RF4, with patron Katarina.
Hell yeah.
If you want to be cool like our patrons, head on over to
Ironwood Network.
Patreon.com/Ironwood.
Yep. There we go.
And $1 a month, you can get early access, uncut versions. You're not going to listen to this one, let me tell you. I assure you of that. I don't even want to.
It's not that bad.
But I have to.
It's not that bad.
Well, if you keep talking, you're just going to make it worse.
It's alright.
Well, let's probably just leave it. I don't even worry about it. Because it's already done and people can turn it off. So,
it's true.
$5 a month, you can join us like Katarina will be for a chapter of your own.
For $86,000 a month, you can have me come to your house and coddle your head.
$100,000.
No, we said
change the price.
Yeah, we said last time because you never put it up that we're just going to keep changing the price every single time and never put it up.
Gotcha. Okay. Excellent.
Apparently you missed that part.
Last time she was here, it was 10,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to find us on the interwebs, IceAndFirePod.com.
Yep.
Or hashtag IceAndFirePod, like anywhere.
Anywhere it'll bring us up.
If you want to find us on the Twitters, I am at Maester Ironwood.
I am at Widow Wolfsbane.
And I'm at Lady_Wyvern.
Yep. You can also find us on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't use
when
that
I say when I update it. When I feel like it.
So until we catch you guys again next time in Aria 4, enjoy. Bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys.